So now we have Terra, but Celeste is gone. And so now we're like, alright, let's go find those Espers.
Is this you controlling that?
Yeah, it's me controlling it. Well, I guess first we have to go back to Narsh. Yeah.
It's a badass looking airship.
Yeah. And again, controlling the airship just shows how they've really evolved their design sensibilities. Because now they're able to employ Mode 7 to give you this nice, beautiful horizon that you're heading towards, which just greatly increases the sense of scale for this game world, which is probably no bigger than the world of Final Fantasy V or any of the previous games. But because they've just done these little shifts to the perspective, it makes it feel much bigger.
And the different angles that the sprite has, going up and to the left, and swooping around.
Like, it's technically impressive, but it also is emotionally impactful. God, this game is good.
I can see why a few people think it's an okay game.
Yeah, I can understand why some people are like, it's decent.
Open that gate. When did your hair turn green, Terra? Well,
Because it was kind of brownish.
Yeah.
But I don't think either of her parents had green hair. It just kind of is.
But she's blonde in the art.
Oh, right? Yeah, she is.
It's kind of like that Ferris.
One of those. It could be either the blonde didn't work well with the red. Like maybe they thought, okay, green will contrast better with the rest of her torso. Or it was like, most of our characters already have blonde hair.
Yeah.
Let's just mix that up a little bit. And it could be that, again, they want to make her feel a little more otherworldly. And so even though the concept, she was more blonde, once they got to building the sprite, they said, well, if we make it this kind of minty green color, we can make it much more dynamic. And also, she'll appear less human.
It's like, if we make her blonde, I mean, this game's already looking pretty airy.
Yeah. I was going to make that joke at some point.
I like that they made Locke just this dirty blonde, though, like just that subtlety. It's not something they typically do, just a subtle change. But it's great that they did for him. It looks better. It looks better than if it was like the golden kind of blonde. Also, wouldn't really fit for him if it was the pretty golden blonde.
Once you do that, you're able to open up this treasure area. Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, there's already this asshole in here. Yeah.
What a dick.
He's such a dick. There's a lot of good stuff in here, but unfortunately he took most of it. Or not. That's right, he takes one specific item, and now I'm going to go chase him down to potentially get that item. And that's the one clock without any elixir.
Ah,
damn it.
Bullshit.
I have no idea why there are elixirs in clocks, but I love it.
It's like part of some religion. It's like, you gotta put your elixir in the clock for good times.
Well, is that as specific as this religion gets? Yeah.
It's like making an offering.
That way the ghost doesn't eat your apples. Yeah, you chase them all the way back up here to where Tritalk is. So much takes place where Tritalk is, and yet Tritalk has very little to do with anything. And at some point, he grabbed Mog and took him hostage. If you keep approaching him, he says, "Don't move or this one's dust." So you have to just stand there for a bit until Mog wakes up and starts dancing around.
Mog's like, what the fuck you doing, man?
Yeah. So if you save Wolf, he'll give you a gold hairpin, which cuts magic consumption in half. If you save Mog, you get Mog on your party. And he's actually one of the best characters in this game.
Yay!
For whatever slam dancing, Street Star Moogle.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, I guess Mog does dance.
Yeah.
Slam dancing.
Yeah, Mog, for whatever reason, it has just like bucketfuls of stats. Just high strength, high health, high magic, high everything. That old psycho Ramu came to me in a dream.
Man, imagine that night of sleep.
Like Ramu's just riding a motorcycle around you, telling you some people are gonna show up.
He's bored, and that's it when Ramu visits people is in your dreams.
Yeah.
You can't get rid of him. He's just like there, like comes to your house, just crashes for a bit. You're like, fuck.
Yeah. Alright, I won that Crash Bandicoot 3 manual.
Yeah.
Sweet.
How much did you end up spending on it?
$325.
Not bad.
Plus 4 for shipping. $725. Like if I go down to Pink Gorilla right now, they don't have Crash 3, but they do have Crash 1 and Crash 2 with the manual and the case insert and the game. And those are $30 each.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
So I already have Crash 1 and 2 on disc, and I can always get a jewel case anywhere.
Yeah.
So just get the manual for 2 of my favorite games and the insert for, less than $8. Yeah, that's worth it. Just build a nice little display of games.
I bought a record from the Scandinavian record label, and they sent it over, and they also sent a sampler CD, and they sent like the insert and everything, and I'm just like, this is strange. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could get a jewel case and put this together, but it's like this. I don't know. It's kind of cool too, getting like a sampler CD.
Yeah.
My car actually has a CD player, which is weird, but I'm like, I guess I can make use of this.
Oh yeah.
This ancient technology. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, what the?
I put in the saber dance because this part's a little... I wanted to show off this part because I fuck up so often. But it's one of those weird bits where it's just shifting around and you have to find out the one life cereal square that you can stand on.
Fucking this Mega Man 2 shit.
Yeah. Also, I find every opportunity I can to make use of the saber dance music.
Yeah.
It's my fucking favorite.
Oh, that was the wrong path.
Yeah.
God damn it. Oh, I see it. I see what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Yay.
All for an item I'm never going to use.
What was it?
Coin toss.
Oh god.
I think it's an item for Setzer, a character I don't like. Like, I think it's one of those character-specific items that affects their special ability. In his case, I think it turns his slot ability into Gil Toss.
That's a hard... Like, fucking just fall into some lava.
I kept this fight in because and then he holds a Zombone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't even understand what's going on with that Zombone.
It just kind of... It's like a dragon skeleton, kind of? Or maybe not? I don't know.
It's like, is that shadow, or is it coming out of the ground?
I think it's coming out of the ground.
I see.
Yeah.
Ease?
What's frustrating about this area is it just gave me an item, a weapon, which has a chance to inflict instant death on an enemy. And in Final Fantasy, what I've come to learn is that if an enemy is undead, anything with a chance to inflict instant death always will, but it will just resurrect the enemy.
Oh.
So it will kill it, but then it will come right back.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Do you get any experience for that death?
Unfortunately not. That would be great, though, if you could just infinitely farm experience from one enemy. Like, well, I'm just gonna hold down the X button with some tape and come back. You also find, while exploring this area, a very important weapon called the Atma weapon. And I think in the GBA version, it's changed to Ultima weapon, because it's supposed to be the Ultima weapon, which repeatedly occurs in Final Fantasy. But its deal is that its attack power scales with your health, I believe. So as your character levels up and gains more health, the weapon itself becomes more powerful.
Like maximum HP, or what your
I believe
current
maximum
is?
HP.
Oh, cool.
So it does shift with your current HP, just like Cloud's Ultima weapon in 7. So that as your health goes down, it gets weaker. You'll notice certain characters wielding it from time to time from now on, and it's just like a blue sword, which is seemingly made of just energy. But what's cool is that as its power grows, it gets physically larger. And so you'll see after a while, it's like this 5-foot-long blade that just kind of comes out of them. But then if their health is real low, it's this little tiny sliver of blue. Oh fuck, Kefka!
He's just there.
Which is apparently walking right behind us.
I wish that they were able to somehow scale down their sprites as they walk across that bridge, or
Yeah.
as she did.
Oh yeah, to give that sense of scale. So again, you can see there's only 3 actual characters in our party, so they can use Kefka's overworld sprite.
Clever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, but Terra's down the bridge.
There we go. Cool. Also on the Crash Bandicoot 2 manual.
Nice.
Ooh. Spending money on stupid crap I don't need.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. I was wondering why it feels good to buy stuff. Because that's stupid. It shouldn't feel good. Like, maybe it's just a way of justifying our jobs to ourselves.
Yeah.
It's like, I spent all this time working at this job that I don't like. I may as well spend this money on something.
You gotta give yourself some reward.
Like, saving your money is important, but, God, it's like, am I just working to save money?
Yeah. And then what? Yeah.
Keep Kefka busy.
Yeah, that's why I like the dream of like running away to Spain or
Yeah.
like, Sweden or I don't know.
Escaping, basically.
Yeah, like if I could just get good internet.
Yeah.
And live somewhere where I only need to make like $500 a month, dude, I'd be gone.
Yeah. Or that's the main driving force behind the occasional dream of like, man, it'd be great if I could just do something that I don't need a company for.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be my own, basically be a freelancer of sorts, or do some kind of work for a company that doesn't require you to physically be there. It's like I can just do this remotely.
Yeah, I'm starting to think about Seattle and like why I originally liked it, how it's changing, and how fucking difficult it is to live here.
Yeah, it's becoming difficult.
And I'm like, I love Seattle still.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really exciting place to be right now because it is growing and it's kind of cool to watch. But fuck, I don't know if a better opportunity showed up, or I could do.
Oh, yeah.
It's like fuck, I would take it. Like, it's just like Seattle. There's that sentiment. It's like, oh, Lost City. Have you seen it? Like, I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Seattle's losing its soul, and it's like, yeah. If you read Seattle's history, though, that's always been Seattle.
Yeah.
But it is kind of sad that they are tearing down like all of the historic buildings and just they're pricing out all the people who need to live here or need to work here.
Even homes all the way up here in Linwood, up into Everett, which is 25 miles away from Seattle proper, are outrageous in terms of how large the house is compared to the actual price of the home.
Yeah.
Fuck, I remember last year I was walking downtown and walked by one of the big buildings they're constructing, and the sign's like luxury living coming to downtown Seattle, and I took a picture of that and like, luxury living in downtown? Finally!
Yeah. Oh boy.
Just like kind of want to find the mayor's that spooky goofus skull. Duff. We'll never get in here, guys. Just like send a picture of that to the mayor, like, thank you, mayor, for luxury living in downtown Seattle. Finally. Fuck.
Yeah, it's.
But I before we recorded a couple of episodes ago, I was talking to Kurt about how I'm looking at the various game companies around here and seeing if there's ever a job there which jives with my skill set and experiences. Like, I'm gonna jump on it, but many of them also have outposts in San Antonio or Minnesota, even just other parts of the country. While it would be great to find a good job with them located around here, like if I found something that was somewhere else, I would probably still take a look at it. I'd have to give it a lot of thought, because I'd be moving away from everybody and all that, but Seattle is becoming impossible.
It really
If you don't work in the tech industry and make 6 figures, it's fucking ludicrous out here.
And it's like, and it sucks because I like the mix of people.
Oh, that's great. I love that about the area.
Yeah, that's always been the main driving force for me coming here, and everything that brings, and the struggle that people have with not making enough money causes like a lot of really clever innovation, and like really cool little businesses open up and shit like that. But it's like, fuck, dude, I want to move where it's cheaper, but you move where it's cheaper and
there's nothing there.
There's shitty people.
Yeah.
There's shitty people and no jobs. And it's like, well, I know I could do work from the internet, but you know, if I had a fucking rent somewhere that was like, yeah, you can rent this whole house for like $500 a
Yeah.
month. Like, that's perfect. I could do that.
Like once in a while, I will look at the real estate listings for Pinehurst. You know, my family lives and our families live and all that. And it's like, man, that's super affordable because there's fucking nothing there.
Yeah.
There's Walmart and there's Dave Smith and there's mining. So go fuck yourself, basically.
Jeez. And like that whole mining thing is even so like, oh
It's so volatile.
god. I guess there's like a big old strike going on now.
Oh, really?
But it's not that big because apparently they don't understand how strikes work.
Like, guys, it can't be some of you not working.
Yeah.
Like-
or the people who are on strike, they're like, well, we don't need you anyway.
Yeah.
And then they're paying people like really shitty wages,
Oh,
which
great.
is terrible.
Yeah.
Like, how do you fucking employ people to work underground in a fucking death hole and then cut their wages?
Yeah.
That's the one reason why people do that is because there's no other option for a good wage, and then they go underground. It's a gamble, and now you're taking. Oh, what the fuck? It's so shitty. Shitty. That place is fucking shitty.
Can't believe it. So all the espers broke out, and they sensed that all their buddies were being like tortured over in the Imperial Magitech facility. So they just went and fucked it up.
Nice.
Yeah, you saw Bahamut flying around
Yeah.
there. Bahamut didn't give no fucks, and they somehow damaged the airship. So now it's out of control.
It's just farting a little bit.
Yeah,
Oh, where's it gonna go?
we put too many farts in the fart machine. It's gonna blow.
Oh no. I love
The
this.
pixels are rushing at us.
I love this scaling in to
Yeah.
show like, oh shit, we're crashing.
Yeah.
We're crashing.
We're going down. Going downtown, Charlie Brown, Brown Town.
This ain't no casual brown.
This is the real Brown.
Is this it?
Come on. Come on. There are moments where they hang on like a just blackness for a little too long. Good, we're stuck on green Play-Doh?